Good morning. I am 5 minutes earlier today. As always, if you're watching in recording, you're welcome to fast forward or stay with us through our hellos. As usual, I'm going to check the sound. Good morning. I. Good morning. I. Good morning. I. Oops, I think I couldn't stop it. I think it's okay. Good morning, Gina. How is the sound for you, Gina? I just checked and it seems to be okay, but I can never be sure. Good morning, Michelle. Thank you, Gina. Sound is good. Perfect. Good morning, Sandra. Good morning, Mary. All right, it is time for us to start. Over the past few days, we have discussed some impediments to sympathetic joy or mudita in Pali. They are judgment, comparing, discriminating, demeaning, envy, avarice, boredom. And by contrast, there are some qualities that support sympathetic joy: rapture, gratitude, loving kindness, compassion. Let's look at the first two today: rapture and gratitude, and tomorrow we'll dive a bit deeper into compassion. We'll start with rapture. Sympathetic joy really depends on rapture, on our capacity to take active delight in things. And this depends upon our ability to actually let ourselves feel joy. We have to let go of feeling guilt about our own happiness or feeling threatened that it will be taken away from us if we express it. It's very useful to learn to gladden the mind because that helps to free us. When we remember the good things we have done, the times of generosity and caring, the times of holding back from hurting someone, we can really rejoice in our own goodness. And it opens us to a wellspring of happiness. We aspire to do good in order to grow, to yield, to become more and more open, more connected, to be happy ourselves, and thus happy for others. Another ally of sympathetic joy is gratitude. Gratitude simply brings delight. The phrase "count your blessings" has become a kind of a cliche in our society because there is a lot of wisdom in it. We develop gratitude so that our mind remains unshaken when it is touched by all the inevitable changes of the world, all of the joys and sorrows as they continually fluctuate. This is what the Buddha called the greatest happiness: to know peace unchanged by changing conditions. So according to the Buddha, happiness is to know peace unchanged by changing conditions. This deep, natural peace we invoke through our loving kindness practice. So let's explore this together today through a practice of seeing the good in ourselves and the world. As always, take a comfortable position and take a few moments to settle. Settle into your body, your heart, your mind. Settle into this moment, right here, right now. Your breath nice and soft, completely natural. See if you can get a sense of spaciousness in your breath so that all the experiences of the present moment can flow through you as energy without struggle. And now think of one good thing you did yesterday. It doesn't have to be grand. Maybe you smiled at somebody, maybe you listened to them. Maybe you started to get annoyed at somebody, but then let go of your irritation. Or maybe you just thanked the bus driver or did a yoga practice, whatever it is. Just one good thing that you did yesterday. And now think of two more good things you did yesterday. Again, nothing big or grand. Little things you did well for yourself or others. And remember that it's not arrogant to consider what you have done right. So for a few moments, just sit with this recollection of what you did right. And of course, if for some reason you cannot think of something good you did, that's totally fine. Doing this exercise, this practice counts as well. It's your way of befriending yourself, of being willing to expand your awareness, to step out of some ruts and try something new. And that is right. That is good. Now bring to mind a benefactor of sorts, someone who has helped you, and think about the good within them. Appreciate their efforts and acts of kindness. And as you do this, you can actually say mentally or out loud, "Thank you for being in my life." Now think of a good friend. Picture the kindnesses they perform and the meaningful times you've had together. Appreciate the good within them. Say, "Thank you for being in my life." Now think of someone you know who is having a difficult time right now. Think of all the times they have reached out to help others, their own sources of strength. Appreciate that. Thank you for being in my life. Now think of a difficult time in your own day. See if you can picture yourself being bigger than your problem, with a potential for growth and change. Remembering that something like a cramped schedule or an upset spouse will change, or that if you lose your temper or feel overwhelmed, you can always begin again. And just this reflection puts you in the state of being bigger than the problem. You can say to yourself, "Thank you for showing me my own spaciousness, my ability to hold contradictory states." Now think of someone you have a bit of difficulty with, maybe a conflict. See if you can find some good in the things they have done, choices they have made. If you cannot recall anything good about them in this moment, it's okay too. Simply recall that life, like all other beings, they too want to be happy, and they too deserve this happiness. If you can, say to them as well, thank you for being in my life. Now take a few moments to reflect on the fact that all beings want to be happy. You, your friends, the person who is giving you trouble, all those people and beings that you don't know. And repeat after me. All beings want to be happy. May they all be happy. All beings want to be at peace. May they all be at peace. All beings want to be happy. May they be happy. All beings want to be at peace. May they be at peace. And now place your hands on your heart and thank yourself with deep gratitude for this powerful work that you've just done. And repeat after me silently or out loud. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well in body and mind. May I feel safe, protected, at ease. May I know deep, natural peace. And as you gently let go of your practice, scan your body as usual. Notice what's going on for you right now, physically, emotionally, mentally. How are you really? And as you go through your day today, I invite you to remember that we all have a resource that allows us to be generous to ourselves and acknowledge our connection to the human community. In difficult moments throughout your day, I encourage you to call on this inner resource, these boundless mind states of rapture and gratitude that enhance our ability to access joy in all circumstances. Thank you so much for being here today. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow.